Today we have the Cfmoto 850 in the shop. I'm going to show you how the factory exhaust is installed on this vehicle. This is the factory muffler. Sits like that. And our new exhaust is not going to sit like this. There is a few things to think about when you're installing this exhaust, because this is obviously not made for a dual exhaust from the factory. When we send out the exhaust, we are sending some hardware parts, and we send these heat reflective pads that we are using on sensitive parts like plastic parts, gas tanks, shocks, or whatever we need to protect. And this have sticky tape on the back side. You just peel this off and make sure to clean the surface that you're gonna install it on, and it sits like a rock. Same as well. We're gonna see if we can get this to get this off. This is the first.
1 hour later.
So you can see soon, this is really sticky. And one more thing, we know the exact position where to put this, because we had the exhaust installed before. It's easier if you put this on after you install the exhaust. Just make sure to put it where it should be. This aluminum foil is really simple to form after the vehicle. The most important thing is to get it in place. And we also want to put one on the shock reservoir. Do you say that? I think so.
This one.
Now you have an aluminum colored shock reservoir. If you want to protect your hands, you can put this on. Stainless parts will very easily get fingerprints on them, so if you want to avoid that, you can use some gloves. I say a lot.
That's the Swedish way.
It's the Swedish way. When you don't know what to say, you say We have this cool black magic bag with all the parts you need. We have the stainless clamps, high quality stainless clamps. We have the spark arresters. Make sure to install these if you're driving in a area where you have to use them. We have some aluminum washers. We have our rubber bushings, and we have these cool, what is this called, this surface treatment?
Just yellow zinc plated.
Oh, that's not so cool.
No.
Okay. And we have anti-seize, copper paste. Then I said again. I'm gonna put the bushings in place.
And there are instructions?
Yes, there are instructions. We are finishing them up any day now. So this is from vehicle to vehicle, depending on what exhaust. These might be installed in a different way if it's a Can-Am or Yamaha, whatever. But on the Cfmoto, this is the way we are putting these. Okay. We are starting with the right side. Maybe we can do a close-up of this. The rubber bushing we use, they are installed in the same way on on every exhaust we have when it comes to how they are sitting on the stainless brackets. So on the Cfmoto we have them like this, and we have this spacer going there. And on this vehicle we're gonna reuse the factory bolts and springs because they are made in a very specific way. And we're also gonna replace this graphite gasket. This vehicle had an RJWC exhaust in the past, so we're gonna stick with that gasket because there's nothing wrong with it. And on this model we are using the, I'm not sure if you can call this a rear bumper, but this is the license plate bar. And we're using the upper threaded part in the frame, and you are
show on this side.
Up here you have on the factory setup you just have a hexagon bolt here, and we're using these ones on both sides. And to tighten this down you need a 13mm socket, or in America you're using a, what you call it, half an inch. Rätt.
It's right, but not correct.
Vad säger man då?
Use a 13mm socket, nothing else.
Okay.
That's like...
Okay. We're just gonna slightly tighten this down. Like that. We are then gonna try to get these bolts and springs on the flange. And one thing I can mention here is that this flange is on the production exhaust. We are gonna have I'm not sure what it's called, but a milled groove. Vad heter det? Alltså en fasad kant.
Chamfer.
Okay, we're gonna have a small chamfer on the inside so that this flange goes over the coned part of the exhaust to make it easier to install these, because this is a bit of a pain in the ass to get them into place now. I did this earlier today. It was
You're doing a great job.
Yes, I am great at my job. What is my job?
You can keep it.
Thank you. Spasiba. Okej, det blir spännande. Svära lite på svenska. Fan!
And this is the Cforce 800 and 850 in the same machine. These exhausts are for 800, 850 and 1000, but it must be the XC model. Have you noticed that it says both 800 and 850 on this one?
No.
Have 800 there and 850 there.
That's a bit of disappointment. Just gonna... Oh, yes! Hey! I got it in place. You can do the same thing here. We don't have to tighten these down all the way, because maybe we have to make some adjustments. That's the right side.
Now it's time for the wrong side.
Now it's the wrong side. And as you can see here, we made...
Is it starboard or
Huh?
Barboard or steerboard?
I don't know.
You should know. You're a sailor.
I'm not a sailor. It's the same thing here with the bushings. Am I in the... Yes. And there is some room for adjustment. The holes in the brackets are... What do you call it in English? In Sweden it's avlånga. It's long holes.
Elongated holes.
Elongated holes.
I don't know.
So you can adjust it if needed. I have to take these off. My hands are sweaty.
Yeah, it's have been like 33 degrees.
Super hot weather in Sweden right now.
Yeah, and humid.
It's almost like in Louisiana. Humid weather, to say the least. I want to do some more adjustments on this one.